Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectre deck. Yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it. Got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's on me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Chargers going up against the Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Foles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And some room to work. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll drop to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, right side. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And Cooks has it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football. Downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
All right, now, look at this switch.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across. 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. But they face a second and long to start things out. Now Foles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now it's...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your...
He's got a man complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Foles. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
There and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Jones will come now in motion right.
No. Check. All right, now, look at 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Here we go now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Final shot before half for Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he's got some space here.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets it to Gordon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll set up to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Foles sets up the screen to Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. In motion comes the tight end left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Shift together here from the D-line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close there. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Foles. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to do a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where comfort.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 30! Over! Green 30!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Foles. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Going to give this time to the tailback. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go. Good.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here we go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So 2nd and 10 here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He got 29 yards that time. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you.